Sylvester Stallone film. So Samaritan has been a movie delayed by the pandemic. It's a Sylvester Stallone superhero movie. Now, for me personally, I fell in love with Sylvester Stallone when I was in 6th grade with all the Rocky films. I remember coming home from middle school on early release days and just watching all of the Rocky films. I bought all 6. I watched them for months on end. I was obsessed. So I'm really looking forward to seeing Sylvester Stallone be an actual superhero rather than just a boxing superhero. And I think this film just is going to provide something different in the superhero space. I mean, a lot of people in the United States and across the world seem to love the DC universe and the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which I do too as well. A lot of people like them. They're good movies. However, I think Samaritan is going to provide a different flavor of that none of us have quite seen before, especially with the idea that Sylvester Stallone is going to be playing a superhero who's long past retirement and is just trying to move on with his life. So I'm curious to see how that sort of plays out. But this is what the synopsis looks like. 13-year-old Sam Cleary, played by Javon Wana Walton, suspects that his mysterious and reclusive neighbor, Mr. Smith, played by Sylvester Stallone, is actually a legend hiding in plain sight. 20 years ago, Granite City's superpowered vigilante Samaritan was reported dead after a fiery warehouse battle with his rival, Nemesis. Most believe Samaritan perished in the fire, but some in the city, like Sam, have hope that he is still alive. With crime on the rise and the city on the brink of chaos, Sam makes it his mission to coax his neighbor out of hiding to save the city from ruin. Okay, so it sounds like Sylvester Stallone is going to be playing a sort of has-been superhero who's going to be kind of buddying up with this teenager who's just really curious. To me, that begs enough intrigue to see where the movie goes. So for those reasons, in and of themselves, I'm really excited for it. This movie is going to be debuting in late August. The exact date is going to be August 26th. It's going to be debuting on Amazon Prime Video. I don't believe it's getting a wide theatrical release anymore. From the podcast I was watching the other day, the John Campea Show, I believe that's one of the story topics that they had was that Samaritan, it's not going to be debuting in theaters anymore. It's just going to be on Amazon Prime Video. So this will be a streaming release, which for those of you who may or may not have Prime Video, that's kind of a bummer. But I'll be doing a review and talking about whether or not I think Prime Video is worth investing in for a month to watch it. So don't fret there if you're worried about that. But Sylvester Stallone, he does action really, really well. He's done it really, really well throughout his entire career. So I think he's going to land Samaritan here. And the fact that he's kind of buddying up with a younger person, I guess is going to add in a different dynamic in the superhero space that I'm excited to explore and see. I'm getting Shazam vibes a little bit with Zach Levi, but I think this is going to be a little bit different in that vein. So for that reason, I'm excited to see Samaritan.